This time we're in the kitchen. Now, if you can't get to your closest burger joint, why just not make it yourself? Michael,
Absolutely.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This looks amazing. So we're replacing the bun with everything else. No bun, no fun.
Absolutely.
What have you replaced it with?
Well, there are a number here. The first one is just simply to replace it with some nice crunchy iceberg lettuce.
That looks really
Doesn't that
pretty.
look good?
It
Looks
really,
so
really
pretty
does.
too.
But I must say, if I'm gonna do a burger, I want to get, you know, some meaty stuff in there.
Yeah.
So the lettuce is good, yeah. But what else can we do?
Well, we've got these lovely ox heart tomatoes.
Yeah.
And you could put a slice on either side. Here we've got some big, of those lovely big flat
This
brown
is a mushroom.
mushrooms.
Ah, okay. So mushroom on either side, and I see that there's some gherkins in there as well.
Absolutely. And the nice thing is that these are so big and meaty that you could go back to the bun and you could put a mushroom in there and you could have that as for the vegetarian option.
Ah, good idea.
And then here we've got, this is good old pup.
So it's pup that's actually formed in a little...
It's formed in a little cake.
It feels good.
Yeah,
Sure,
and
it tastes good
seasoned
too.
obviously.
Yes.
And then just turned in a pan.
Okay, good
And
idea.
you know, the Italians would get smart and call that polenta, but we call it pup.
No, it's pup in South Africa.
Absolutely.
We're going to stick to that.
And here we're going sort of slightly Mexican with the tortilla wrap.
And I think you could become quite creative with this and fill it with all kinds of sauces to just make
Yes,
it messy.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Nice sort of
hot.
chili, tomato chili
Exactly.
sauces. Yeah.
If it's homemade, then it should
Absolutely.
look homemade, right?
And then here you've got an English muffin.
This is quite a conventional burger idea.
Absolutely. And then maybe because it's English, you could put some chutney on there or something.
Of course.
Yeah. And then here, these are, you can actually buy these at Pick and Pay. They're called black pepper hash browns. And they're potato hash browns.
Like a crumbed potato
Yeah.
circle.
Just fun and different.
Hash brown.
Absolutely.
And I see you've teamed it up with some fries on
For
the
sure.
side.
Have to have fries with your burger, don't
Yeah,
you?
but this is just because you really fancy Michael Oliver. But
For
those
sure.
looks amazing. Okay, so replace your bun, but I want to cook more burgers in our espresso kitchen, and we'll be back after the break with some more ideas. What are you going to be making?
We're going to make a Hake butty.
Ooh, it sounds amazing.
Yep, fun.
Well, stay with us. We're cooking burgers in our Feel Good Espresso kitchen. We'll be back after the break.
We found goodness in goed gedacht olive oil and all the good they do for the community. Pick and Pay, always there for you. By partnering with the WWF, we found goodness in sustainable fishing practices. Pick and Pay, always there for you.
This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're getting burger-tastic in our kitchen. Michael Oliver, before the break, showed us how to replace the bun with some other options. This time around, we're creating a brand new burger. It's fish, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how do we make this?
Well, this is made from hake, which of course is one of the sustainable seafoods. And I'm going to cook the hake first. Here we have some flour, and I'm just going to season it.
Some salt, some
pepper.
So we're actually going to make a little batter for it. I just want to get in there and actually lift it
Yep.
up and get. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
going to put it on our ready-made roll
Absolutely.
already.
So here we go. And this is fresh. This hake is fresh from Pick and Pay.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want to use
So-
a fish that's a little bit? Could you call it harder in consistency? Like.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So we put it into the flour. So the flour sticks to the fish, the egg sticks to the flour, and then we pop it into the breadcrumbs. Let's make sure that it's really well coated. And then what you should do ideally is just to leave it for about 15 minutes or so.
Why do we rest food?
Well, because it just has time for the juices to go back into the fish or the meat or whatever, chicken. So I'm going to just pop that into there and get that going.
So that's going to get going. We're cooking burgers if you missed out on it. So burgers in our espresso kitchen today. We've had some interesting options of how to replace buns. This time around, we're making an actual fish burger.
And,
Okay, so
and now I'm going to make it tartar sauce now,
All right.
which we're going to serve with the. We just need to get that up.
you're just going to get it up a bit. That's perfect. While you're
Yeah.
doing that, I mean, when you enter or want today's recipe and the list of the Pick and Pay ingredients, you're going to SMS the word fresh to 33728. And you'll also stand in line of winning a 6-month subscription of the Fresh Living magazine. And why I like this is because today's recipe, it looks like it's
in there.
right there.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Absolutely.
So crumbed hake. Do you call it butties?
Yes. if you come from Yorkshire, you say butty.
Butties.
Yes.
No, I'm from South Africa and I say butties.
Right, so now
Okay,
we're going to
perfect.
do we're going to do the tartar sauce. And what I like about this recipe is that it's half yogurt and half mayonnaise.
I see.
And that just lightens the sauce a little bit.
Okay, so some mayonnaise in there, yogurt's already in there.
Absolutely. And then we go gherkins.
All right.
And these can be either salted or the gherkins that are pickled in vinegar. And you just need to wash them.
Okay, beforehand.
And here we have gherkins.
All right.
Did I say gherkins first
You
time?
said
I meant
gherkins
capers.
first. You meant capers and then
Capers, here we
and you
got-
need to wash the capers before you put them in.
Absolutely, yeah. Here we have some chopped hard-boiled egg.
Okay. Do you kind of measure it as you go, and it like you don't have to.
The ingredients are given in the magazine.
Fresh magazine, yeah.
But you know, if you like it eggy, you can just put another egg in. If you don't like capers, leave them out.
No, I want a tartar sauce, not an egg sauce. So I'm gonna
Absolutely.
I'm gonna stick to your measurements for
Good.
now. How long do we leave our fish in here? Because
Well, we need to leave it there for a while still. It needs to cook on the one
Okay,
side.
on the one
So there
side.
we have our sauce. And then the other thing we've done is we've taken some of those red onions and then just poured some wine vinegar over and a little bit of salt. You can put sugar on as well. And then just leave them, and they sort of slowly pickle themselves, which is quite fun.
And I love how the color changes and beautiful red
Absolutely.
onions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got our fish. We do have our sauce,
Now we're ready.
and we're almost ready.
Ready to go.
Tell me what you've done with the bun. I mean, you've made it look all pretty, but it's
The bun, well, that's just some iceberg. This is butter lettuce actually,
Yeah.
and some tomato.
I liked what you called it earlier. What did you call the tomato? It was
It was ox heart.
ox heart tomato.
Yeah, coup de
Okay.
boeuf they call it in French.
Okay.
We'll just
Well,
put a bit of seasoning on there.
okay, well, that's perfect. Our keyword for today is fresh. So fresh to 33728. And you'll also stand in line of winning that 6-month subscription of Fresh Living magazine. Of course, a link to the recipe and the Pick and Pay ingredients will come your way as well. Are we turning this fish around yet?
Yep.
Okay, let's see how you do it.
Just get good.
It smells good.
There we go.
Wow, nice
good
and
too.
brown. So just to recap on the fish again, the fish went into flour that
flour,
you've seasoned,
yeah.
into the egg, and then into breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
Would you want to make the breadcrumbs yourself?
I think with that you have two choices. We have three choices, in fact. You can use fresh breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Preferably from bread that's gone a little bit dry.
Okay.
You can just whiz them up in a food processor. You can use these sort of breadcrumbs, which you can buy from Pick and Pay.
Right.
Or you can use panko crumbs. Panko is a type of Japanese bread, and they make wonderful crisp crumbs, and they stay nice and crisp.
And they make the fish look even better.
Yeah.
Well, we want to see how you got to this point. Burgers in the kitchen today on our Espresso show. This is how we're making our Hake Butties.
Dust fish in flour, egg, then breadcrumbs, then refrigerate. Toss onion in vinegar and leave to pickle. Fry fish in oil until golden. Mix together yogurt, mayo, capers, gherkins, egg, parsley and lemon juice. Pile lettuce, tomato and fish onto rolls. Finish with a dollop of sauce and pickled onion.
And our keyword for today is fresh to 33728 to get our Hake Butties recipe. So link to the recipe and also stand in line of winning Fresh Living magazine for 6 months.